Hello, Tansei. Good morning, bonjour, everybody, and welcome to another version of Pow-wow Dance Aerobics. I'm your host, Dallas Arcand, and I'd like to say good morning to everybody, and I hope everybody's having a good day. It is Sunday. The sun is shining bright here in my home, and I hope it is shining bright in your home too. Anyways, I'd like to get started with this morning's class, and we're somewhat back to normal here. Got the dance studio up and happening, and yeah, today is awesome. It feels awesome. I can feel the energy. I can feel the energy from the sun, and sometimes that's where the best energy comes from. Even the plants show us, and the trees, when the sun comes up, it's just like, you know, everything just blooms out. Same thing for human beings. I believe we're like that as well. So good morning, everybody, and thanks for joining. And we're about ready to get dancing. However, I always like to start out with a quote, just to get things started and get that internal inspiration, if you want to call it that, or that internal spark. And that's really something that each and every one of us needs, you know, to believe in something, to believe in ourselves. And believing in yourself is probably the first, foremost, most important thing to believe in. And yeah, I appreciate all the comments and everybody that's been following along. You know, it's definitely been helping me get through this time of global pandemic. You know, usually this time I would be performing somewhere. I'd be traveling and performing or going to a powwow. I'd be at a powwow right now. Actually, it's Sunday. It's I would be at, I don't even know, probably a powwow in Alberta or Saskatchewan. Anyways, I just thought I would say good morning, and we'll get things started here with this quote I found actually by Ellen DeGeneres. And even the name Ellen DeGeneres, you know, it's kind of funny that her name is Ellen DeGeneres, even though she's a very generous lady, and I appreciate all the work that she does. So I found a quote written by her, and I thought it was quite compelling and connecting to what I'm doing as well. So her quote goes something like this: find out who you are and be that person. That's what your soul was put on this earth to be. Find that truth and everything else will come. So that's a quote by Ellen DeGeneres, and it's true. And oh, sorry about that. I had to let the little dog in. All right, so all right. There you go. In my home, you just seen a little dog go by. That's our cute little house dog. Anyways, I want to get things started here. And yeah, good morning, everybody, and thanks for joining. And welcome. So here, we're going to get... Oh, wow. That's on loud. Okay. So now, I want to get started with a few warm-up songs. And yeah, join me for a little dance, a little warm-up dance. Get things started with the basic step. And good morning, everybody, and happy Sacred Sunday to you. Let's get started with some dancing. Remember, this is Pow-wow Dance Aerobics, so one of the requirements is to get dancing and get moving and get grooving as best as you can. And yes, let's just get the body moving, because bodies in motion is a good thing. Bodies in stagnation, well, that's when our time is up on this earth. So I just thought I would share that little bit of info as well. All right. So started right out the gate there with a little, what's a little sample of a song. Okay, this sounds like a good song. Okay, here we go. Let's get those feet moving. Just a nice, simple, basic step to start things out. Right, left, 1, 2 step. Right and left and 1, 2 step. Right, left, 1, 2 step. Right, left, 1, 2 step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is basically all the basic step that you need to know for powwow. If you're just starting out, even if you're not a dancer, this basic step is fairly easy to do. It's just a right and a left, 1, 2 step. So every powwow dancer knows this step, and then we just take it a step up from there and just give it a little bounce like this. A nice grand entry bounce. Like you're dancing into the grand entry. And congratulations to the social distance powwow. Social distance powwow is now 200,000 members. All thanks to people like you and everybody else that has been following, subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, check out the Social Distance Powwow on Facebook. They are now 200,000 members strong. Oh, that's a fast song. It's just my style, fancy dance style. But it's easy to follow along if you're doing the basic step. Basic step, we're just getting started here, getting the heart pumping, getting the body moving. And if you feel like it's too fast, just go back to that basic step. Just getting those feet moving nice and quick, getting the brain moving as well. It's the best way to wake up in the morning, I'd say. To get dancing, get moving. Wow, that's a fast song. You can just imagine me out there dancing fancy. Boom, 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 boom. I just get those fancy dance instincts right away because I'm a fancy dancer and also a hoop dancer. And I've also tried other dances as well. So, good morning everybody and welcome folks. This is Powwow Dance Aerobics. The only requirement is just to get dancing, get grooving, get moving. And oh, see, I wouldn't have got bucked off that time. And if you guys are not familiar, if you're not familiar with the term getting bucked off, that's when you miss the beat. You know, that's what they call getting bucked off. A nice fast one here too. Oh, double beat. All right, let's get the arms swinging like that. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa. No tail on that one. All right. Good morning, everybody. That was the second official song of our morning warm-up. And good morning, everybody, and welcome. And some people like to smudge in the mornings. I do too, of course. But also, dancing in the mornings is not only good for your health, it's good for yourself, it's good for your confidence. It's good to start dancing first thing in the morning. It's a beautiful thing when you have that gift each and every day. So let's finish off this third and final warm-up song. We're just warming up, and then we're gonna stretch right after this. So stay tuned, folks. Here we go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. All right, good timing. All right, that was awesome. So that deserves a water break. So cheers, everybody. Water is life. All right, awesome. Awesome way to start the day. So good morning, everybody. And I'm already sweating. That was like three and a half songs almost that we did for our warm-up, and that's kind of how I like to do things here. Now I'd like to play some flute music for your enjoyment here. I would like to play my very own flute music, and this is something that I put together myself, and my own very own flute music here, live and full effect, right here on Dallas Arcand channel. Okay, so now this is the meditation part of the program. We've got our heart pumping nice and good, and that's what's part of the warm-up. You know, you want to warm up before you do your stretches, and you want to get your heart nice and pumping, get your blood pumping through your body. See, that's a good thing about working out in the mornings, is it helps prepare you for your day, prepare you for your journey you're about to take, because every day is a new journey. All right, awesome. Thanks for sharing, everybody. I see somebody's 70 years old, moving and grooving. Well, we have a golden age category for powwow, and all ages dance powwow. Even the little guys, you know, the ones that just started walking. We have the tiny tots category, then we have the juniors, the teens, then the junior adults, and then also the senior adults, and then going into golden age. And it's awesome on how our powwows include everybody. So if you haven't had a chance, folks, check out the social distance powwow. They're actually going on live right now. They're going on all weekend, and they're now at 200,000 subscribers. And you can go there and post your video or share your story about powwow lifestyle, or share your dance, so to speak, and maybe watch some of the other dancers and vote for your favorite dancer, because there is dance contests on a regular basis. All right, so now let's get into some stretching. Remember to breathe deep in through your nose and out through your mouth. And that breathing is actually part of what you do as a dancer, and breathing is healing too. Dancing is healing. It's healing for the earth. It's healing for the self. It's healing for everybody around, especially at the powwow. And your health is your wealth. So just remember that when you dance, you're basically dancing for yourself and your health, and also for the healing of the people and the earth. And also, this meditation part is where we have to take that journey within ourselves and start to give ourselves that self-love, that self-care that we all need. So I want to get started with stretching now. Do some stretches. We start out small. Start out with the wrists like so. Get the wrists nice and limber like that. And that'll help relieve any tension that's built up in your wrists by starting out like that. See, I felt a little crack there, so I must have had some tension built up. That also helps with the tendons in your arms, and it helps to relieve that pressure. If you're on a computer all day using your hands, well, you get a lot of pressure there. If you're working with your hands like I do on a regular basis, that helps to relieve the pressure. So now we go into the rest of our stretches, starting out with our arms. Remember, folks, keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Slow, steady breaths. That's how I'm able to talk the way I talk when I dance, because I've learned how to breathe. I've mastered this technique over the years. And, you know, even if you're a singer too, like, that's the first thing they teach you is to breathe. So right over left, left over right, like so. Just let those shoulders and chest plate open up. Now we go into the next stretch, which is locking your fingers together and try to pull them apart, but don't actually pull them apart. And you should feel that stretch in the back of your shoulder blades. And as we twist it back and forth, you'll feel that in your lower back as well, in your lower lumbar area. Oh, it feels good for me. My shoulders were tight before this. All right, excellent. Now the next one, keep your arm straight and pull it towards you like so. And this stretches out the tricep and shoulder area. And all these stretches are connected, because if you do them regularly and often, you'll feel the difference. It's the difference that makes the difference in the stretching. So welcome everybody, and good morning, and welcome to Pow-wow Dance Aerobics. All right, continuing on. Now we stretch the neck. This one is important as well. And just keep in mind that you don't ever really want to stretch cold. Like, what I mean by cold is, if you haven't done the warm-up, I suggest laying off on some of the stretches, because the stretches and the warm-up go hand in hand, because you got to warm up your muscles first before you stretch them. All right, next one, chin to chest, shoulder to shoulder. And this will help work out those neck muscles, stretch them out. You need to definitely stretch those muscles. Next stretch is a little bit more deeper penetrating stretch. Put your hand on your shoulder, lean away from it, and you should feel it in your deltoid muscle as well as your shoulder and your neck. This gives you a more deep, intensified stretch. All right, next one. All right, thanks for sharing. I see that you guys are sharing your techniques, so thanks for sharing there, folks. And by all means, if you want to add knowledge to this post, it's always open for comments, so thanks so much. Awesome, I appreciate all the comments and stuff. All right, continuing on with the next stretch. This one, you just plant your feet firmly in the ground like so, and give yourself a twist from left to right like so. From left to right, twist your body. That should stretch out your spine, your hips. You should feel that nicely in your hips area, your core, and just lean forward. And that also extends. Oh, I heard a little click there. So I must have needed to be realigned. That's the beauty about stretching, is it helps to realign the body and maybe save you a trip to the chiropractor, so to speak. All right, so the next stretch, hands behind your head and aim your elbow to your knee like so. You should feel that stretch in your leg area, and as well as part of this area, part of your back, your side. It's a really good stretch to do. Yeah, typically you want to do about 10 seconds per stretch. All right, next stretch, moving on. Next stretch we're going to do is, we're going to start out small from our ankle, do a nice circle of the ankle. You typically want to do about 10 seconds. We do each direction with our ankle. this is important because we're always on our feet all day. For those of you that walk a lot or do a lot of on your toes activities, this definitely helps loosen up that joint, whatever tension might be involved in there. And it just is a big stress reliever too, working out and stretching. So if you're stressed out, it's the best thing to do is to get working out. So the next one, stretching our calf and also part of our ankle as well. Those tendons, the Achilles heel, that's important as well because you don't want to overstretch that. So it's always important to do that. These stretches actually prepare you for the day, and you'll feel so much more energy when you work out in the morning and do the stretches. And it's something I always share with everybody is that, it's the big difference that makes the difference. All right, next stretch. Heel to the ground, toe up, and just reach down, grab your toe. You should feel that nicely in your lower back area, underneath your leg, part of your knee. There we go. Next stretch, just like that. So feel that nice stretch. Yeah, that feels good. So anyways, moving on. This one, you basically just want to pull your own leg. This one helps stretch out the quadricep muscle, which is the thigh and part of your hip muscle, as well as part of your ankle as well, because you're pulling on that, and it helps to stretch out those areas and loosen things up there. Oh yeah, that felt good. It improves your circulation and your nervous system, everything. You just feel like a big difference when you do stretch. So now I got a couple more stretches, then we're gonna get into some more dancing and just hopping around, dancing around, getting that heart going. All right, next stretch. Try to touch your toes if you can. And then I like to modify my stretches. So now here's the modification. You cross your legs, left over right, and you go down, and you go both hands at center. And then you want to go right and left, like so. And then back up. Right foot over left, center, right and left. And that should complete everything right there. So there's our morning stretches now. Now I'd like to get back into the dancing portion and finish off. And I'm gonna share a Cree word with you for the day. It's actually a Cree saying. So in Cree, the language that is spoken around here is mostly Cree, and also we've got the Stony language, which is Nakota Sioux. It's also related to the Sioux, and also we have the Denes to the north, and then we also have Métis, which is, they have their own language as well. Métis, if you're not sure what Métis is, it's basically half-breeds. So the original Métis were Cree, French, and English. So they made their own language called Michif. And then also to the south of us, we have the Blackfoots, and we have the Sarsi, which are also known as the Sutana. And that's our area up here in Alberta. In Alberta, we're part of a treaty system as well, which was signed with our government a long time ago. The treaty system has actually been here for many generations now. And we have, in our area, it's Treaty 6. To the south of us is Treaty 7, and to the north of us is Treaty 8. And these are all numbered treaties that were signed with our Canadian government a long time ago. So anyways, getting back to the Cree language and sharing the Cree word for the day. So the Cree word for the day I want to share with you is, because it's a beautiful day today, I would say meow kisagao. Meow kisagao, like kind of like a meow, but meow, kind of like mayo, but with an I, meow. Meow kisagao is how we say good day in the Cree language. So I just want to acknowledge the day and say, beautiful day, meow kisagao. Like today, the sun is shining, the wind is just right, and the mood is just right. So thanks for joining, everybody, and welcome to Pow-wow Dance Aerobics. I'm going to go back into the dance now, and I'm going to find the place where I was here, and okay, we're getting back to that song here, back into the powwow song. So I'm going to play some more powwow music. And remember, we just did our warm-up, we did the stretch, all in that order, and now we're going to go right into some little bit more intensified dancing. So I hope you guys are ready. You're going to have to pull up your slacks, and now we're nice and relaxed, we're nice and peaceful, we're nice and good, ready to go. And remember, it's about target heart rate. So you got to be aware of what your target heart rate is. Depending on your age, your target heart rate is different. So my age, I'm 41, my target heart rate is about 120 BPMs, beats per minute. And then also, if you're older, your target heart rate's gonna be lower, because resting heart rate and target heart rate are different. And you can look that up on Google sometime if you ever get a chance. Check out target heart rate for your age, basically. And oh, I forgot to drink some more water. Definitely gotta have some water, so cheers to that. Ready to go right after this. Cheers, cheers, and good morning, everybody. Water is life. Also, before we get into this next segment, I would like to invite you to grab your weights, if you have some little weights, because as dancers, we actually have to carry about 20 to 40 pounds of extra weight when we're dancing. So I want to simulate this powwow dance aerobics as close as possible, because we're working out, we're doing a total body workout just by powwow dancing and dancing to the beat, and just working out and having fun just by dancing, simply by dancing. And so if you don't have these little weights, then don't worry about it, because I got a few life hacks for you. Some of you I've shown to use soup cans in the past. Soup cans definitely work. But if you don't want to jeopardize your meal, your soup cans, then definitely grab a couple of books. Anything with a little bit of weight. I grab dictionaries because they're good weight to them, and it's a good simulation of weight. So now I want to get back into the dancing portion, and we're going to go through some different dances and different combinations. So what I do here is I utilize different styles of powwow dance. So for the woman, there's 3 main styles, which is the woman's traditional, the woman's fancy, the woman's jingle. And for the men, there's 4 main styles, 4 main categories for the men. There's the men's chicken, men's grass, men's fancy, and the men's traditional dance. All right, let's get dancing. Okay, so we'll start out with the basic step, nice and slow. Okay, basic step, right, left, 1, 2 step, right, left, 1, 2 step, right and left, and 1, 2 step. Here we go. Now it's stepping up a notch, right, left, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 step. There we go. Right, left, 1, 2 step, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just thought I'd give a little shout out to Mr. Kurt Young. He's the one who recorded this and shared this with me. So now I can use this music without getting dinged for copyright issues. And I just want to share and acknowledge the drum group. So if you find a favorite drum group, you can find them on Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. Definitely support their music, because that's the beat that makes us dance. So big shout out to all the singers out there, all the drummers. Thank you for your songs, sounding beautiful. And just so you know, this music that I have today is recorded live at a powwow, and many of the powwows that we've had around here, and it's beautiful to dance to. So thank you, Kurt Young. And if you want, check out Kurt Young and the Healers. They're on the Social Distance Powwow every day. Definitely send them some love as well. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. There's a good mix aerobics. That was the first song. So we'll do a couple more songs and then we'll do a cool down. So I want to get things grooving along there. So you can even hear the POW announcer in the background. That's how you know this is authentic. Anyways, nice slow paced songs. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and kick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, now we're gonna focus on working out those hamstrings. So the best way to work them out is to curl your legs like that. And that's the least workout muscle of the body. So here we go, we're gonna work out our biceps as well. Working out the biceps is basically this motion. So we work out those bicep muscles, we'll tone them up and get things going. Here we go. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3. All right. All right. Quick little water break. Okay. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to Pow-wow Dance Aerobics. And here we go. We're about to go into our next song. The heart is going good now. The blood is flowing. We're oxidizing our blood simply by just doing this dancing and working out. Oh, crow hop time. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, That's what it means to get bucked off. When the beat stops and you're still going, you got bucked off, friend. So I got bucked off that time. Okay. Awesome. All right. Thanks for joining, everybody. Let's get dancing. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Starting to get really good at the flow of things here. So thanks for joining, everybody. Good morning. Those are really good songs to dance to. So quick shouts out to the drummers and the singers and everybody. Oh wow, I'm starting to really sweat and really feel good. And that's what this is all about, folks. To get moving, get grooving, Pow-wow dance aerobics. All right, we'll just finish this song and then we'll do a quick cool down. So thanks for joining, everybody. All right. In, out, twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, almost got bucked off there. All right, we'll put these down because we're gonna do a cool down now. Quick water break. Remember, folks, you only need about 20 minutes of dancing to burn about 700 calories. And if you don't believe me, you can check out MyFitnessPal. It's an app you can get on your phone, on any smartphone or device. And if you guys are wondering why I count, well, that's dancer terminology that us dancers use. And notice how my feet are still moving, because remember, this is a cool down, so you got to keep moving. And just like a horse that runs a race, the horse that runs a really fast race and gets that heart rate way up there, well, guess what? The trainer has to walk the horse for at least 15, 20 minutes, however long it takes to bring the heart rate back down to a safe level. Because whenever you're bringing your heart rate up, you never want to just stop, because that could be dangerously fatal to your health. And you basically want to encourage good health with your heart. And that's the best way, is to just be aware of those things and your heart rate and balancing that out with your body and just how you feel. You know, it feels good to do that. All right, so I'm almost done here with the cool down. And like I was saying before, the reason why I do the counting, because that's dancer terminology. For those of you that are new to powwow or new to dancing, basically what the counting does is it helps train your brain. So we're also getting a mental exercise too at the same time as a physical exercise. And I tend to teach from a medicine wheel perspective. The medicine wheel in our culture has 4 parts. the medicine wheel is like the wheel of life that guides us in our life, and that those 4 parts, they represent for a lot. They represent for the 4 seasons. They represent for the 4 colors, because we have 4 colors in there. So in our Cree culture, we have blue, yellow, white, and red. Now other tribes use different. They use black instead of blue. And I was always taught in our Cree ways is that we don't use black in our medicine wheel because it represents for death or something. Anyways, don't quote me on that. I don't really know it all, and I'll admit that. So I just know what I know. And also the good thing about the medicine wheel is it also represents for the mental part. So there's 4 parts. It represents for the mental, the physical, the spiritual, and the emotional part of a human being. And that's the beauty of that. All right, let's keep those feet moving and keep the cool down going. We'll finish off after this song because I gotta drive my daughter to the airport. My daughter has been spending this time with me, and now she's off back to her home in British Columbia, and I just thought I would share that. You know, I've been kind of juggling my time with dance class, doing my dance class here, as well as family time, which is really important, and I've shared that before. So hello everybody and welcome, and thanks for joining Pow-wow Dance Aerobics. And as I was saying about the medicine wheel, the 4 parts of the medicine wheel are really important because it teaches us about balance. And balance is really important in life, to balance out, you know, yourself with your health and everything. And truly the best investment in yourself is definitely your health. Because if you don't have your health, how are you going to enjoy life? So that's all I got to say about that. And you know, I'm definitely grateful for another day. I'm grateful again for another day, another chance to dance, another chance to share with you in this dance aerobics class. Because we're never guaranteed tomorrow. We're only guaranteed that we can do our best to make the best of our day. And that's all there is to it, folks. So again, thanks for following and joining and sharing your story as well on here, and how this has been helping you, because any imperfect action is better than taking no action at all. And we need this a lot more in our First Nations community. We need to see more of our people getting healthy. Not only First Nations people, but there's other people out there that need that virtual hug or need that sort of little inspiration to get healthy again. That's why I invite non-native people, non-indigenous people to join, and there's a lot of people from around the world, and I thank you and I appreciate each and every one of you for joining us, because powwow is for everybody. And that's how I'm benefiting off of it. Powwow and dancing has saved my life, and I've been doing this for many, many years, and it's improved the quality of life in my life and beyond. And I've gifted so much to others along the way. I've taught many dancers over the years, and now my son is even doing powwow dancing for himself and making his own way in life and his own living and lifestyle. And I'm very, very proud of my son, Dallas Arcand Jr., and he's keeping the tradition alive, as well as my daughter Meadow. I'm very proud of her as well and all that she does, and she's both. I'm so blessed to have 2 amazing children, and you know, all the children out there, you know, they truly are a blessing and a gift to the world, and they're like gifts that are given to us from the Creator. So you know, that's just something I learned in my process. So anyways, thanks for joining again, another version of Pow-wow Dance Aerobics. And also a reminder to follow me or subscribe to me on YouTube. I'm trying to build my YouTube channel right now, and I need another 300, I believe, to qualify for 1,000 subscribers. I need 1,000 subscribers so I can go online and make this class more available on the platforms, because not everybody has Facebook Live, and you know, some people want to share with their family members doing this class. So I appreciate if you can subscribe. Also check out the social distance powwow, and at the very least, if you enjoy this video, please like my page as well, and share the video, drop a comment, say hi, and You know, that's all there is to it. I do this class every day, every morning, usually around 7:30, 8 o'clock range, if the weather's good and the internet signal's good, because I live on the res. I don't have really good internet signal. So catch me online here every day. I post this every day, and if you missed the class, the good thing about it is that I post a video later, and that's the thing I'm building on YouTube right now. So check me out on there as well. So thank you, Social Distance Powwow, for sharing. Thank you, Mr. Kurt Young, for recording this live powwow music and sharing it with me. And thank you to my team, to Eddie, Joanne, and Chris, and thank you so much. And thank all of you. Without all of you, this wouldn't be possible. And I'm almost at the 10,000 subscribers list on this channel. So thank all of you for joining and following along. And I appreciate each and every one of you. So until next time, you guys keep fit, have fun, stay safe, and have a beautiful day. We'll catch you later. Peace out.